Hey, y'all, man. Hey, we're going to be talking tonight about how people are getting robbed and don't even realize it. Now, when I say robbed, I'm not talking about no hold up. I ain't talking about at the bank. Well, you might be at the bank, but we're not talking about that type of rob. What we're talking about is people when you're living your day to day life. And that's why it's legally robbed. You don't even know. And a lot of times, hey, and I'm victim too, man. I am victim. I've been a victim. And that's one of the reasons Keisha and I chose to do this live stream in the classroom is we wanted to make people aware and not to put people in a frenzy. Now, one thing I do want to say, as I was preparing for this discussion, for this episode of the classroom, I ran into a question. Am I, Rod, I'm not speaking for nobody else, am I being legally robbed or am I paying for a real convenience that I think is real? Not that the other people are being the businesses or the banks or the salons or whatever. Am I getting a convenience? And a lot of times we don't really answer that question. We'll sit and we'll say, hey, you know, it's their fault. It's on them. They should have never charged me for this. But it's really up to us to pay attention. And again, I'm the guiltiest one in the room. A lot of times I just let things go. And when I'm letting them go, they just end up costing me money. And then when I catch it, it's usually $50, $100, $200 later. And then first thing Rob want to say is I've been robbed. But I am getting robbed, but I'm letting it happen. All right, kids, you got it good over there?
Yes, finally.
That's all right. I held this down. Hey, y'all see what they say down there? I'm the teacher of the year. When the principal ain't here, your boy got it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So the first one I have on the list is parking downtown. I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody's parked downtown. Whether you have parked on the street and they paid you and you had to pay like what is it, like a toll bill? What do you call that? When you have to put
the meter, not the meter.
The
like
meter bill.
That little thing you putting coins in and turn it around. Yeah, and they give you 12 minutes knowing it take 15 minutes to get where you're going. Yeah,
exactly. It's going to take you 12 minutes to walk because they never have any convenient parking next to the building that you're trying to get into. So we're going to go with parking. And then another thing is like hotels. When you park downtown in hotels, they also charge you to stay the night and park your car. It'll be like between maybe like 65 up to $100 a night, include the on top of what you're paying to stay there, which I feel like is ridiculous.
Well, I agree. Now we're gonna go to when you think of the parking downtown. First of all, now I think, and of course I didn't get a vote in it, but I think they should have made some parking lots and then built the buildings around the parking lots. But they didn't do it like that. They built all these buildings and they trying to squeeze all these little parking spots. And you go to dinner or to lunch or what, you just want to walk around. You got to pay. Now it's supposed. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm going downtown and I just want to walk around town downtown for free. But then I got to pay $30, $40 to park. This is no longer a free situation. I'm actually paying for it. And then Keisha mentioned the hotel parking. I have a whole channel, Point Blank Travel. And I can tell you, if you're going to stay at a hotel, a lot of times I do staycations in Dallas and I go downtown Dallas. I don't drive there. I'll catch an Uber, but it may just be cheaper for me to drive. First of all, I shouldn't even be put in this predicament. I'm going to tell y'all, to park downtown Dallas overnight, probably $50. Round trip in an Uber, $100. So it would be cheaper for me to pay to park. But why should I have to pay to park? I don't have to pay to park if I go to Kroger. I don't have to pay to park if I go to Pizza Hut. I'm just saying, though.
All right. So the next one we have is application fees. So I mean, they charge you for application fees for everything. They charge me application fee just for my daughter to go to school. They charge you application fees for you to get an apartment. Like mostly anything you're doing nowadays has an application fee attached to it.
Now that one really blew my mind. And I'm gonna say this here. I see we got my cousin in the crib, Elevate with Vern. We got Shay in this thing, Fatima, the Nichols. Anybody I miss, I can't see no farther because I'm just discombobulated right now. But application fees. Now, your boy could understand. I really didn't, but I'm going to pretend I understood when I used to write it on paper because paper costs money. Now the application is online. I'm just typing So what am I paying an application fee for? For them to read it? They got to read the application. That's a charge. Yo, now I'm gonna tell you, don't miss out on your apartment or a situation in the fighting about application fees. Now you can do like I do. I bark like a little dog. I bark like a little dog if I'm trying to get out of something. I ain't gonna go in there barking like no Rottweiler. Cause next thing I know, they said, "Don't worry about it, there, Rod. You just get on up out of here." Then I'm like, "Whoa, I'm sorry, y'all, but no, we don't want to do that." But how many people in the comments have paid for application fees, and you already tried? I might be trying to scrape up the money to get the place and the deposit and the utilities turned on and the deposit there, and then they got a $35, $40 application fee. Get out of here, man. Legally robbed.
So another one I would say is like snacks at the movie theater. When you go to the movie theater, like they upcharge you on these darn snacks, and they know we want that popcorn.
Man, I'm telling you, the movie theater got me for many years. And they gonna still get me on that popcorn because I like that liquid butter. You know that butter, you just pull a spout down, at least me, I just let it run. But I like my popcorn with some plain M&Ms, that sweet, salty effect.
Oh, yeah.
Charging me like $2.25, $3 for a box of M&M, not to mention the $3 bottle of water because I'm being there choking on the popcorn because it's so dry. You know, I got all this 100 gallons of butter. So one day I went to Kroger and they had 5 of them. And they had the nerve to say, movie theater M&Ms. I said, oh, snap. I hope I don't go to jail because I'm going to try it. And I got me some M&Ms, like three boxes. Don't y'all judge me. I had on some baggy pants. I think it was back when they had crisscross. I had me some FUBU. Some had some baggy pants and got some water too. Slid up in that joint. Man, I was walking slow because if anything fell out, I was going to jail. I don't know what they was going to charge me for. Infiltrating snacks. I don't know. But once they get you in there, you ain't going to leave. You can't because they got a big old sign saying no re-entry or re-entry charge. So it ain't like I'm going to leave the movie, go to Kroger and come back. Once you're in there, you stuck, Keisha. You stuck.
Right. I'm like you. And I used to go to the Dollar Tree when it was, $1. But now they got the movie theater. They charge you an arm and leg to get up in there. Now they got the ones where they had a recliner and they bring you the food. So
I tell you what we're gonna do now. I can give you all those experiences, but it's just gonna happen right here. I'm gonna turn on now. When they said Netflix and chill, I don't even have Netflix, but we're gonna probably look at something free like Tubi. I don't know. We can watch whatever channel, but what we're gonna do is any kind of candy for $5 a box. I can have 5 different kinds of candy: Skittles, water, soda, ginger ale, wine, whatever you want. And then them little the movie grill with the recliner. Lean back on my couch. I just take one of the pillows out. You can lean back far as you want. I got a reclining chair. I can go cook me a steak. And I'm wherever I want to be, man. But now that goes back to what I said at the beginning. Are we being robbed? Or are we paying for a convenience? The movie theater, that's not a convenience in my book. So
yeah. So we got medical copays. Now I'm already paying for the insurance. And then they want to charge me a copay on top of it. I mean, you got to make it make sense. Why am I paying on top of paying? That don't make sense to me.
Well, one of the reasons I go to the VA now wasn't totally by choice. Being in the military, I had insurance via the military. And this is what, to me, the robbery comes into place. Like Keisha just said, I'm already paying for insurance. In my case, I'm not because I get military insurance. But I'm thinking about the other people that didn't serve in the military. You're paying all this money. And if you're like me, I remember my co-pay went from 12 to 18 to 22. And now, I don't know what it is now because I left them. $37. I'm like, man, I remember, y'all, this is no joke. I went to see a foot doctor. I think it's a podiatrist. And the dude wanted to shoot the breeze. I'm, hey, Rod, how's it going? I said, man, we ain't brothers. I just paid $37 at the front. So he said, well, you're good to go. You feel good. No, dude, give me a steroid shot. Shoot me in the foot. Do something. I'm getting something for $37. But why? And then that just makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. And we got some comments real quick, Keith. Okay. So we got one crafty sister came in the house. Jay said paying the park on the hotel while I'm already paying the state is beyond me. Just crazy. Yeah. You already paying the state. It's another robbery going on at the hotel. We'll talk about it in a minute, man. It's a whole nother robbery, man. I'm telling y'all. And
I
then
mean,
huh?
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. That's cool. Go ahead. What's that?
What Shay said. Okay, so yeah, I'm with Shay. You already paying like the parking almost darn near as high as it costs for you to stay the night. That's ridiculous.
Well, see, that's why you need to go to Points Blank Travel, and I'll show you how to pay, not even pay for the hotel, and then you can trip out the parking because you're going to stay there for free. But that's a whole nother topic. But Keisha just said it. Shay just said it. I paid for the hotel. That just means the inside of the building, though. What about the outside of the building? What my car is? How y'all think I got here? Walked? Man, come on. One crafted sister in the building. She said, "Hey, Ronnie, just asking for a friend to chat." My cousin Vern said, "No, we sneaky in the snacks."
Yes, in our purse. Don't play with us, Vern.
I ain't got no purse, but I'll be like Mike Jones. I'll be there. My belly be all out here, man. Popcorn, big old popcorn bags too. Man, I forgot my. Y'all think
so McDonald's and everything in her purse. Like
we got Dr. Ninja Turtle in the crib. What Dr. Ninja Turtle? Where he at? He in the what? The bill. Y'all, this class here, hey, this ain't like no regular school y'all go to, man. I'm telling you, I don't even know if this is high school, college. We're somewhere in between. All right, we got Dr. Ninja Turtle said they are robbing you at the movie theater. Man, they robbing you all over the place, Doc. They just the movie theater. We about to tell you, man, don't y'all, hey, please don't go outside tomorrow and be all paranoid thinking the red light is robbing you, the stop sign robbing you. Hey, don't get that paranoid, but we're going to give y'all some things to look for. Then we got an experience with Sass that said, "Hey, just asking Rod and chat, driving and listening. I was stopped when I typed this. I was stopped. You was stopped. You was I thought you was stopped by the police. Okay, so you wasn't driving. Okay, gotcha. Hey, y'all know I'm a little slow. We got MC in the house. Hey, Rod and Keisha in the classroom. Nichols said, "Hey," and everybody speaking. The kitchen sink in my purse says Vern. All right, sorry about that. What's up? Is it Zeta Rose? I don't like messing up. I can't be the teacher of the year messing up nobody's name. All right. She said, "Hey, just asking Rod. Hey, sir. Hey, I'm just a regular old dude. I'm just a regular dude, Zeta. Good evening, y'all. What's happening? All right, Kish, where we at on this robbery mission? Where we at?"
All right, we on ATM fees now. They charge you a fee to use someone else's ATM. Now, I bank with you. I feel like you're supposed to eat that fee. And not only do they charge you an ATM fee, but they charge you bank fees if your account is not at a certain level, although you're making money off the money that I have in that account.
I need y'all to buckle up, get your notebooks, your pencils, watch the replay. I don't care what you got to do, because I'm gonna tell you, I know y'all think I be making this up. I just experienced this. But first of all, let's talk about this ATM fee. I understand, but I don't. So first of all, they should have never created an ATM if I can't get all my money out of it. If I got $17.23, it need to spit out dimes, pennies, everything. But they want to charge me. I remember when anybody here remember when the ATM fee was $1, $1.50. Now it's $3.50. So if you got 20, you stuck like Chuck because you can't get nothing, because the minimum is 20. And then when they subtract the $3.50, you down to $16.50, and you just don't do nothing crazy though. And if you do, you wasn't here. All right. So now these bank fees, man, I'm gonna tell you, I happen to look at one of my bank accounts that I only use for one thing. And for years, I wasn't getting charged a fee. And then all of a sudden I saw a $12.50 fee. It happened to be in my favorite place, Kroger. So I'm strolling through Kroger, going down to the bread aisle, and I saw the little bank. I said, whoa. I went over there and said, "Hey, man, we got a problem. I ain't gonna even sit down. I ain't gonna be here that long. But now this is why I need y'all to take notes." I said, "Hey, man, I'm paying $12.50 a month, and I don't understand." He was like, "Well, let me look at it." "Well, yeah, you better look pretty fast, because I'm about to close this account." And he said, "Oh, no." And boy, he really started scrapping. I don't know how he did. He didn't even ask my name. "Oh, I see that. I think I can take care of two of them." I said, "I don't think I got the two, so we good." I said, "But you know what, man? You might want to look." Now, this is what y'all need to say. I don't care if you make $2,000 every payday or $20,000 a payday. They make interest off our money. I said, y'all might want to look at how much money I run through this bank on monthly basis, and then see if that $12.50 is worth it. And you know what he told me? He said, you know what, Rod? I just thought of something. I bet you did. I bet you did just think of something. Because I just thought of something too about to close this account. He said, we have a veterans bank account and there's no fee. I said, no, y'all know the rest. So, y'all, number one, look at your statements. Number two, the little dog. Remember, we're a little dog. Just say, hey, I'm thinking about closing this account if we can't get this rectified. Don't be the big dog telling me like me. I was the big dog. I was tripping. But I have several bank accounts. And then say this. Do y'all, I don't care if you got $200 a month going to this bank. Say, do y'all see how much money I run through this bank every month? They don't want to lose a customer, ladies. I'm sorry, Keisha. I didn't mean to be long-winded.
No, you're good. You're good. So the next one would be airline baggage fees. So now this is what I don't understand. They charge you a baggage fee, and then they say that, you have to pay extra if your bag is overweight. Now, my thing is, when I signed on the dotted line for my ticket, I put my name, my address, things like that in there. They never once asked me for my weight. So how you gonna say it's overweight? Instead of being 150, I could have been 200 pounds. You don't know my life. So how you gonna charge me for the bag being, 50 pounds overweight when you don't know if I was overweight? You know what I'm saying?
You just brought up a good point. I think I'm gonna call the airline tomorrow and say, how much weight can a plane carry?
Yeah,
we got so many seats, and they gonna think I'm crazy. I don't care. I'm gonna risk it for the people of the classroom. I want to know how much weight can this plane carry, because first of all, y'all think about it, man. I came here tonight to educate and put something on your mind. We do that. The classroom is in session tonight for real. Now, when you go to the little check-in place and you got your big suitcase, and they tell you it's got to be 50 pounds or less, I'm thinking, wait, all right. Hey, if I got 52 pounds, the plane might go down. But then Keisha just brought up a good point. I ain't looked at all the people to see how much they weigh. I go crazy. I wouldn't even be happy by the time I get to my destination. My head be hurt. So then they give you two choices. Hey, Rod, you can either pay $50 extra for this bag that's overweight, or you could take some out. Now, most of us, including Rob, we over there. Well, do I want to get rid of my hairspray? Do I want to get rid of my gel? Do I want to get rid of my lotion? Now we throwing away stuff that we spent our hard-earned money on. But my question is it really the weight of the plane and the weight of that suitcase, or is it the money? Because if it was the weight and the safety of the people, they would never give you the option. If you pay more money, you can still put that same bag on the plane.
Right.
Like Keisha said a while ago, make it make sense. Now, don't be over there and being that big dog and barking and woofing and all that, and your plane on the runway about to take off. You sit over here arguing about a baggage fee. We don't want to do that. But I would call a couple of days and say, hey, man, no, don't call today. You ain't gonna get the same thing. Wait till you get up there. Go to you there 2 hours early. You might well do something. Ask them about these bag fees.
All right. So we got the next one, which is prescription prices. So first of all, these prescription prices are outrageous. My mom has to pay $800 for Eliquis, and they took $50 off of it, so that's $750 for Eliquis, right? Mm-hmm. That's how much medicine costs. It seems like all the drugs that the prescriptions that are life changing or life threatening. If I don't take it, then I could possibly perish, right? So all those prescriptions they tax you out the wazoo, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. They tax you for anything like your heart, inhalers, what is it? Oh, EpiPen. Man, my EpiPen is $750. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. $750 for EpiPen. I literally need it. If I get stung by a wasp, I'm gonna have to hit that leg. So my thing is, it seems like everything that will save your life that you need is just like ridiculously priced with prescriptions, and we have to pay it. It's like, you have no choice.
EpiPen $750.
Yep.
I go get me $100 worth of wall spray and hope that works and try to shoot them all. That's just me though. But on a serious note, I take eloquence, and I'm blessed because I get it through the VA. But they did tell me it's astronomical. You might know why I said I don't care what it costs. I was in the military, but I'm one person that's saying I don't care what it costs. But to me, there could be hundreds of people that have to care what it costs.
Right.
And now I'm gonna tell y'all, I come here tonight to give. What's my favorite word? If y'all ain't never seen me on none of my channels, my favorite word is options. Options, baby. I'm here tonight to give y'all options. So if they got, let's just say before eloquence, I was on Coumadin, which is a blood thinner. And then they said, well, to get it cheaper, you can get warfarin, the generic version. So we ain't paying for the medicine. We paying for the damn name. I don't care if you call it the boop kookaluka medicine. I don't care what you call it. If it's cheaper, you whatever. But see, Keisha just said it. We know we need these items to live. And most of us, including me, don't want to pass until it's time. So we're stuck. We're bounded by the system. But if we're educated and we go in there and say, hey, I know that this medicine is $200 per prescription. Is there a generic version? They ain't going to tell you. They'll tell you if you ask, because now they're obligated. But if you don't ask, why should I tell? And the crazy part, the people that's going to tell you don't care anyway, because they ain't getting none of the big money. They just regular employees like me. Y'all might want to take note. Hey, we got a bunch of comments, but I'm going to let you get through your Y'all just don't know. I've been waiting on this. I didn't sleep last night. I've been waiting on this episode. Once Keisha said we were going to talk about it, I said, man, I started going around. So, hey, everybody loving your hair. Foraging, what's going on? Said, loving that hair, pretty like rose gold.
Thank you.
Fatima said, street sweeping in a residential area. If you park on certain days and hours here in Northern Cali, I was in Southern Cali, you're right. You will, with a big old bunch of capital letters, get a parking ticket up to $60 to $72. You better not pay late because it's going to be done.
Wow. That's
I remember
crazy.
them days, but I lived in San Diego, and the crazy part is, if you're in this big old place, they banking on everybody gonna be at work when they're sweeping the streets. But what if everybody ain't at work? Now I got to go park my car at AM PM, which is California 7-Eleven or Circle K, and walk back. Nah, man, Keisha said I had to say this here 3 times. I will get a prize. I don't know what the prize is. Period, poverty. I'm gonna say it last. Poverty. Period. They trying to put us in poverty with these. I'm trying not to curse on this channel, but y'all pray for me. Pray for me up in here. If I am on your plane, this is Vern. Why do I have to pay for my luggage? It should be free.
Period. And they already charging you an arm and a leg for them darn tickets anyway. Why you charge you? It's like they try to find more reasons to suck money out of you, which I feel like is ignorant, ridiculous.
You know what pissed me off, Keisha? The airline. Y'all think about this. The airline is the only industry that I know that can charge you an arm and a leg and can be late. They fly when they want it. They land when they want it. They take off when they want it. The flight's been delayed. Would delay some of my money back then. I mean, every hour I'm late, y'all should be giving me a percentage back. They don't do that. But if we late and we miss the flight, oh, sorry. And then if you click that non-refundable option, you're in trouble, man. I mean, it's make it make sense, but make it be right. Delay an opportunity.
Okay.
Dr. Ninja said, I stay with credit unions for no fees and have a high yield savings account for the interest. There you go. I do the same. I don't mess with credit unions. I'll tell you why later on at the end. That's just me, though. I have in the past. I travel with a carry-on just to avoid these issues. I am so cheap. And nothing wrong with that. If you can fit it in a carry-on, ain't no sense of carrying a check bag. Indiana Funny Farms, how you doing? Say, how? Vern is laughing. Because the drugs are too new, and you're probably paying in case something goes wrong. I don't want to do this. Give me something that you know work.
Okay, give me. I want them antique medicines. I'm with you. I ain't gotta have no new stuff. But we got our next one would be what is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Credit card. Credit card annual fees.
Annual fee is one of those things. It's is it robbery or is it you're paying for a convenience?
I don't feel like that. I mean, why are you? You're already making money off of me anyway. Because if I don't pay you on time, you're gonna hit me with some interest fees. So you're making a killing anyway. Then you turn around on top of making all that money. Then you want to charge me an annual fee? Like for what? What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna break that down. And Keisha bring up a great point because a lot of people, again, they may not tell you. But when you get a credit card, first thing people make a mistake, they get a bunch of them. Get one or two and know those cards. Like I could tell you right now, with my American Airlines card, I got rid of it. When I had that, I didn't have to pay for luggage. Luggage was $30 one way. So a round trip was $60. My annual fee was $99. Now I'm gonna take y'all on a quick journey. If my annual fee is $99 and I pay if I fly twice a year, 60, that's round trip plus another 60 is round trip. Now we're looking at 120. My annual fee is $99, but I've saved $120 in annual fee and free bags. Now, if you take the perk, which is free bag, subtract the annual fee, now you'll get what not only Rod, but the credit card world called your effective annual fee. You're now having $39 in the positive. Or I give you one more example. When you're in the airport, there's another robbery situation. That food that you pay for, you go there with a man, a woman, and one child, and you just get something like McDonald's. You could be paying for $20. Would you agree, Keisha?
Right.
If you have certain credit cards that say it has a $295 annual fee, now right now we pay $100, and then we got to come back, so we had $200 on one trip. But if you have a certain credit card, a $295 annual fee, you get access to the airport lounge. Everybody eating for free, and you can eat all you want. So now, if you don't travel and you got this card, it's part of your annual fee, you are getting robbed, but you're allowing it to happen. Why do you have a travel card in the first place? Mm-hmm. So the moral of the story is Keisha's absolutely right. You get credit cards, we're paying interest. We're also, depending on certain situation, maybe paying fees, and there's an annual fee on top of it. If your card doesn't have any perk and they're charging you an annual fee, you're getting got. I put it like that.
Oh, okay, ladies, and men with daughters, you're getting charged a menstrual tax. It's called a luxury tax, and they are charging you for purchasing pads and tampons. Literally, like you have to pay extra.
Now, y'all, I ain't got too much to say. I had a lot to say on everything. This is going to be short right here, but I'm just going to use it. I'm an analytical. I'm going to think. Now, if I cut myself and have to get a bad date, I expect to pay for that. But if I'm somewhere and we don't know the date or maybe the hour, we may have an idea of when this is going to take place, this is going to occur. And I'm in a place that has it. I'm not talking about in a store, but a place that already have it. Why should a woman have to pay for it? It happens to everybody unless you receive a certain point of your life. It's not an age, but it's a certain point. That just don't make sense. I ain't got what to say. I don't know what y'all go through. It's a lot, but that just makes no sense. Man.
Right. Yeah, I call that period poverty. That's basically what they're trying to put you in.
Oh, that's what you having me say? Y'all can hear me. Hey, man, they quiet in the comments, man. I don't know. They kind of quiet. Y'all, hey, let me make sure this thing ain't working. Yeah, hey, you go ahead and teach them.
So the next one is, I'm going to say like hotel resort fees. So at hotels, they charge you a fee. If you look at your receipt, they're charging you a fee to stay at that hotel. And my thing is, and then this is why they're charging you. They saying they're charging you for like Wi-Fi, which I feel like all hotels charge you for that, even the slummy ones. You know, they charge you for Wi-Fi. They're charging you for like pool access and gym. First of all, when I go to the to any kind of hotel, I don't even use their Wi-Fi, like, cause all their Wi-Fi sucks. I ain't never been to one where I was like, oh my god, their Wi-Fi is so amazing. I don't even hook up to it. And then two, some of them don't even have pools. Then another thing is, what was the third one? Gym. I ain't going. I don't even go to the gym. They ain't got to worry about me going to their gym either. So I know I'm being robbed on that end.
You're right. Hey, well, I'm going to check your earpiece because I heard some feedback.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So with these resort fees, I mean, this is not rocket science. If I go to a hotel, I've already paid all this money, and there's a pool, a gym, and everything else, I expect to be able to pay. I mean, the facilities or the amenities, whatever big word they want to use. I don't expect to have to go in there. I'm like Keisha. You can subtract the gym fee because I'm not going there while I'm on vacation. Now, you can subtract the pool fee. I can't even swim. So that's not applicable. I'm not going to sit out there. And if they got some palm tree free fees, I sit in the sun. I don't care. Now, if you got back in the day, if you had a bar fee, or I ain't paying no restaurant fee, I'm already paying all this money to drink. If I'm at the bar, all this money for the food, it makes no sense, man. A resort fee, you know why? Because they put the word resort on it. I'm not paying for a word. I shouldn't pay for these amenities. They come with the hotel.
Right. If your hotel is really nice, I'm already paying a price anyway, so I shouldn't have to pay extra for the amenities that should have came with it anyway. That's why I'm paying the high price. So
now, one thing that come to my mind is free trials. Y'all, this is a robbery that we not necessarily are allowing to happen because we forget. When we sign up for these TV apps, whatever you want to call them, Prime or whatever, Hulu, whatever, it doesn't matter. And they have a 7-day free trial. There's a reason they get your credit card information up front. They're banking on two things. Number one, they're banking that you forget those 7 days. And once you get to the 8th day, they're going to charge you for a full month. No turning around. Then, if they don't get you there and you want to cancel, you have in your mind, I'm canceling, I don't need this, I just want the 7 days. They're banking on the fact you're going to see something that you like. Some type of binge watching program. So to me, I call that robbery because won't you just give me the option to buy it or not get it? Either I'm going to get it or not. Don't give me something and make me think it's free. It is free for 7 days, but the end result, really, you're trying to lure me in for the long run. That just, I hate that, man. I hate that. And I'm looking right here. We got what up, Growing? What up, E came in. He's speaking to everybody. And Dr. Ninja had something. He said the pink tax is real. I like that. That's better than that other one, the poverty one.
Okay.
The pink tax is real. Some women buy male razors or male clothing to avoid the pink tax.
Yep.
I mean, why should people even have to go through that?
Right. They're taxing us for being females. It's crazy.
Indiana Funny Farm says she got locked out of her hotel room in Chattanooga for trying to check out the gym at the wrong hour.
Dang.
And you had to pay to experience that. The resort fee. That is crazy. Now we got a couple more. I see you drop the hall pad, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that.
Oh no, go ahead.
All right. Indiana Funny Farm said, I won't do the free trials because I know I am gonna forget. That's what I'm saying, and that's what they're banking on. Zeta says, as soon as I sign up, I make it a practice to put it on my calendar to cancel a few days before the trial is over. My car wash got me these last couple months, though. Yeah, that's what I do, Zeta. I don't put it in on the 7th day. I usually put it on the 5th or the 6th. That way I get a reminder, and I've done it and still forgot. So you got to be careful with those, and they're going to hit you. Grow what I used to say, I usually cancel them soon as the trial begins. 7 days. They got me before charging me after that 7 day trial. I'm telling you, man, a
That's
lot of
smart.
it's relatable. So that's all the comments, Keisha.
All right. I would drop the hall pass. I'm scared to press a button around here.
That's all right. I got it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Oh no, I already yeah, I dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, then you guys are free to do so. We just need to see your avatar. Can you show them what your avatar look like, sir?
Yeah, man. I think I got a well, yeah, I'm on a different channel tonight, y'all. But I
Oh, okay,
recognize.
okay.
Hey, who is that bad man right there? Who is that dude?
I think that's Rod.
That
But
dude.
anyway, what'd you say?
Yep, that's him.
Oh, yeah. So, you can keep your camera off if you like. That's the case. If anyone wanted to come up, no
Yeah, if you
pressure.
got your bonnet on or your hair ain't
Yeah.
cut, we don't care. We don't care. You can come up looking like that. But if you care, just put your avatar up just like this, and we will never know what you look like. But don't touch no buttons and then be mad at us because it's gonna be on you. All
All
right,
right.
so
I got.
you
So,
got one.
I'm sorry.
Man, I am so ready, boy.
Okay, go ahead. Are you ready? Go ahead. Shoot them out.
Man, I'm getting a little tired of these convenience fees because every
Hmm.
convenience fee is not a convenience. I called AT&T one time recently, and I had an issue. I didn't understand, so they transferred me to a human
Okay.
that didn't speak English well. So they should have been paying me from the get go. So I ended up talking to them, and we got it cleared up. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pay my bill. Do y'all know they told me if I paid with who I was talking to, it was $5.
Yep.
If I
I've
hang up
heard
the
that one.
phone and pay it online, it was free. I'm like, first of all, what is that's not convenient. I'm on the phone with you. If I pay it with you, that's convenient because I'm talking to you. Now logging off and going, getting off and going over here, that's inconvenient. That makes no sense. So after I argued about that and said, man, this is just crazy. And they told me that I should I should understand. I said, no, I don't understand. Don't you need somebody got to work there anyway? But see,
Hmm.
when they tell us that, we end up getting into a position where we feel like we have to accept it. And I did. I accepted it. I'm not gonna lie, but we don't have to accept everything that happens. There are some. You don't always have to curse or argue, or scream, kick, yell, fight. You just might. You'll be surprised sometimes if you have a decent conversation, educated sounding conversation. I don't mean you have to have a degree and all that. Just talk like you have some sense. You will intimidate a lot of people. So
Right. So I don't know if y'all know this, but if you get a car at the airport, you are being charged more than if you were to get a car somewhere else in the city. So that is also a way they tax you conveniently. They raise the price for you getting it at the airport because it's more convenient for you to get off that plane and go ahead on and get your car and drive off into the sunset. But if you are just and I mean, I guess it would be more convenient because who's gonna take? You're not driving, so you're gonna have to take some kind of form of transportation to the next car spot and then go get your car. But it's more convenient to just pick it up at the airport and drop it back off at the airport and then get on your plane. But just so you know, you are charged more. Now, if you live in a city, don't go to the airport and go get your car. Go ahead on and get it somewhere within the city because it's cheaper. Don't go to the airport because you get charged extra.
man, it must be something going on at the airport they ain't told us about because everything at the airport is extra. It's got to be like
Oh
a
yeah,
safari with some lions and bears running around. It got to be something because
yeah.
the food is higher, the car rentals are higher, the parking is
Hmm.
higher. If you take an Uber to the airport, it's a higher cost. Now, if I go 15 miles to downtown, it costs more. If I go 15 miles to the airport, it costs more. But if I go 15 miles east to another suburb in the DFW, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's cheaper. Why? Is something going on at the airport? And I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna come back and let y'all know. It's something going on there. They
Oh,
gotta
you
be
forgot seat selection.
on the
To
plane.
select your seat. Yeah. So say you got a small kid, right? And you want to go and sit on the plane or whatever next to your small child, you're gonna pay extra because you have to now do a seat selection because you may or may not be able to sit next to your kid. So therefore, that's also an extra fee that you're paying at the airport.
You got one right here that's I know I've heard you say is a pet peeve of yours. Fatima said
Mhm.
paying extra for no commercials. Me, oh heck no. I grew up on commercials. So she's saying that it's legally being robbed if you have to pay not to get commercials.
Yeah. They definitely charge you because okay. Now this one right here, I'm guilty of. I pay this and I don't even complain about it. I pay for no commercials. I don't like commercials. I even have the highest Netflix there is because I think it's like $25 or 24. One of them they charging me a month because I don't want no commercials. And then I think I got like four lines or something. Like you can do four devices. But I'm gonna lower that. I'm gonna get my life together.
See, commercials used to be good. Like Fatima said, she grew up on commercials. So did I. They used to be good though, but now, I mean, we know that commercials are there to sell us stuff. But to me, they're
Hmm.
overselling. So I use a commercial as a break. If I need to go to the restroom, if I need to refill and get some more water, I don't mind commercials, but it seemed like the commercial, and I know being a content creator, they put the commercial right at a time when
Hmm.
you're highly interested, and here comes a commercial. And that will irk people, but why do you have to pay to not go through that? That it doesn't make sense. You got let's see, make sure we don't have any no game master. What's going on? Nichols
Hey,
Jr. Extras is in the house. What up? Desmond said, what's up,
hey,
Keisha?
Jess. All right.
Game master bring up
So
a good point. Ride share, Uber, they got minimum fees too. Like,
what?
yeah, he right because I went from here to Kroger, which is not even a mile, and they charged me like $5 or $6
Hmm.
because it's now. This is the last
Wow.
thing, then we'll jump back in and I'll come back over the comments. But MC said it's because it costs the rental company. It's because the rental company pays more for lease at the airport. Yes,
Oh, now that makes sense. That makes sense, MC. I
but
ain't
see,
think
I knew
about
that, but
that.
I didn't care because
She
y'all
said I
told
didn't
me to
care.
do that. I didn't tell them to go over there. But see, okay, we really they're in a prime piece of real estate at the airport. I don't know what's prime about it, but they say it is. Then they're charging the rental company more money. Well, what it is, it's not that they're making any money, more money. They're already making buku's money. They wouldn't even be in business now. But what they're doing is making us
Mm-hmm.
pay for those high rental fees. Yeah, my name ain't on no car rental business. Why am I paying? But I know y'all. So some of this stuff may sound like Rod is tripping, but this is one of these educated conversations I'm talking about. A lot of times you get asked for a manager, and you start spitting game that he can't or she can't spit back. They rather weigh the charge than to sit there and tuck their tail and say, "Man, this dude know more than I do." Just saying.
Yeah. Well, another thing that they are charging us more for is condiments, right? If you go to like a restaurant and you say you go to a Mickey D's or Taco Bell, if you want extra condiments, they charge you between what was it, 20 and 25 cents per condiment. Has anyone else experienced that? Has anyone in the chat experienced paying extra for the paying extra for the condiments?
Now y'all see why I got excited because I think I've been taken by all this stuff. Man, Keisha, I know I'm gonna start recording all this stuff for Point Blank Experience because I went to McDonald's and I got a number one, which was the Big Mac meal. I got a
Hmm.
large everything and a small Big Mac. Don't even ask me. I mean, the Big Mac about this big now. So
Little
I
bag.
looked in my bag and I had 2 packs of ketchup. So I stayed there. The lady said, "May I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm missing some ketchup. I only got 2. You trying to choke me or something?" She was like, "Sir, that's how we're allowed to give you. If you want more, you have to pay 20." I said, "Man, you must be out your mind. Since when?" I'm not, no. Matter of fact, we gonna start all over. You can take these fries back. You can take this soda back. Deduct that from me. I'm gonna keep my big bag and just give me a free cup of water.
Mm-mm. Did you have to pay for the cup? Because some
What cup
places
you
they
get
charge you for. Yep. Because some places they charge you more for the cup, than they do for the liquid that is going inside.
convenience stores? Y'all, why do don't judge me? I go get coffee every day at this gas station. It's a big one. If I take my own mug or cup, which I don't see what's convenient about that, so it's cheaper. If I go and use their cup to get the coffee, it costs more. And I probably was like 159 with my own cup, 289 if I use their cup. So it wasn't really the coffee. They making more money out the cup. Now I couldn't pull no thing here, so I'm just gonna put it in my hand or something. I just had to eat it, or in this case, drink it in their cup. But Keisha, I'm telling you, man. Now, so right now, what I'm learning is on my daily journey, I need to have a suitcase because I gotta take my own ketchup. I gotta take my own, at least a backpack. I gotta take my own cup. That don't make sense.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Please don't go around with that backpack looking crazy. But anyway, another thing is car rental insurance. Do you know that a lot of people get car rental insurance and they don't even know that if you have car insurance yourself? So say, I have a car, right? I already have insurance on the car that I have. They will go out and purchase car rental insurance while having insurance already. You don't have to do that. You can ride off of your own insurance. And a lot of times they don't tell you that. So you're paying for it and don't even know that you don't have to pay for it.
Make sure, Keisha is absolutely right. Make sure y'all have what they call CDW, Charles David Williams, collision damage waiver. You want to have that on your insurance, Now, I'm going to take y'all back to these annual fees. The majority of the
Hold
credit
on, hold on,
cards,
hold on. I got to do a disclaimer. Now, check with your insurance company before you listen to Keisha. But I do know that my insurance company does pay for my insurance when I am riding in a rented vehicle. All right, go ahead about your story.
there's a credit card that I have in my wallet. There's several. If I rent a car with that credit card, I don't even have to involve my insurance. I automatically get CDW coverage on that rental car, which is a collision damage waiver. The annual fee on that card is $95. Now, if you don't do what Keisha told you to do, you don't know your insurance, you didn't check your insurance, and you go in there and you sign up like Keisha just told you not to do, they're going to charge you probably more. Who knows? Maybe $15 a day or something crazy like that. You rent the car 5 days
Hmm.
for $75. If you do what Keisha said, know your insurance, you don't even need a credit card because it's already covered under your insurance. We've given you 2 or 3 different options to avoid getting legally robbed because you're paying for something that you already have. Did I miss something, Keisha?
No, no, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, and like I said, they're not gonna tell you. I don't know if they getting a kickback for not telling you, or they just too lazy to say, "Hey, do you got insurance?"
The
But
least
I
amount
don't
of
know.
work we know, the more money they make.
Right? Yeah.
Now I'm looking at
I've
these
always been a firm
comments.
believer. Okay.
You're a firm believer of what? I'm sorry, Keisha.
No, no, no. I'm a firm believer. Like, this is not my company. This is not my money. So you know how some people they'll fight the robber, and I be like, "What, girl? You better give them that money. That ain't your money." But some people act like it's like their company and they're making the extra money. And I've never seen, yeah, y'all done seen the type. I'd be like, "Dang, you act like you got stocks in this or something."
If you got stocks, it ain't worth your life. You're right. I've seen some
Okay.
people. They what they be fighting for ain't even worth it, man. But
Okay.
MC said she agreed, right, passing fees to the customer. They say it's because of waste to charge for the condiments. I understand. They're saying we're wasting it, but they don't really care about us wasting it or the environment. It's just costing them money to buy. They don't know if we wasting it or not. I'm not gonna sit up there and eat all the French fries at McDonald's. I'm gonna go home. How do they know I'm wasting? They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's be real though. I know when I go inside, I just get a whole bucket full of ketchup, and I'm not gonna use all that ketchup. I mean, I have 2 scoops of Fruit Loops, baby. I have 2 hands worth of ketchup. I'm not so. But I already paid for the $12 cheeseburger. Y'all shouldn't care about how much ketchup I got, but that's just right. So, hey, Sugar Plum, what's going on? Say they don't even leave utensils or napkins out free. Man, they don't even put them in your bag. I went to man, 2 pieces of greasy chicken, man. Boy, I'm running around here, mouth shining like I got lip gloss on, man. He should not am napkin, not am.
Nah, they ain't gonna give you that napkin. So I agree with that on their food. They I mean, like literally the people that are working there act like they are getting a bonus if they don't give us stuff. It's just crazy to me.
Hey,
This is
Keisha,
not
you
my
just
stuff.
need some food. I want a piece of my garden said, what's up? She said,
Hey,
she
Terrell.
used to work for Hearst, Rod. You are absolutely right. They pass the cost on to the customer. And I ain't never worked at a car rental place in my life, but I watch y'all. And I didn't get my degree till I was 48. So I knew this here when I was 28 because I was watching, man. I said, man, there's some trickeration going on around here. I got that from my father. He used to use that word all the time, trickeration. But anyway, but everybody in the world, Keisha, you brought up food. I just got to bring this up. Everybody in the world be happy to go to Disneyland except this dude right here. When I go to Disneyland, when I lived in California, I felt like I was going to financial prison. Because once I walked through them gates and they closed them gates up, they were charging me, man, I remember paying $7 for $7 bottle of water. I should have had a whole jug. I had a little bitty bottle like this. Then all the food in there is like double, triple the price. Man,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm so mad, man. None of the characters could have cheered me up the first time I went, but I kind of got used to it over the years. I still don't want to go though. But y'all, they get us in these places, and once they get us in, and we don't leave or don't want to leave, or it's an inconvenience to leave, we're at their mercy, man. They just charge us whatever. And guess what? It's not that we're crazy or don't know what we're doing and pay it. It's just a lot of the times we have no choice. I mean, that's just me though. Y'all might have a different thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Sugar Plum, right? Fast food don't even taste fast anymore. They should change it to nasty food. Hey, you gonna get some nasty food?
Okay. Okay. And it ain't fast because you be waiting forever. I'd be like, and then have y'all ever done this where y'all were like the only one in the drive through? You pull up and they tell you to pull into one of them numbers on the side, like can you go park? And I'd be like, for what? Who here?
Keisha, I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you, this is my thought now, yo. Hey, I remember when it wasn't no numbers. They would just tell you to pull up. It wasn't no area. They just say, can you pull up a little bit? Now, did what it is. Did what I think it is. I don't know now. The reason they tell you this, it costs them less money to build these 3 parking spots than it do to pay an employee. So we're going to reduce our workforce, take longer to cook the food, put your butt over there in the parking spot to wait for who knows how long. I'm telling you, y'all, the average person don't think like me. I'm a thinker, man. Now, is that true? I don't know, but it sounds good. Anyway, you got a lot of comments there. I'm just gonna let you know a lot.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead. Run the comments,
Peace in my garden said, but if you ask to speak to a manager, they have the ability to adjust it because they don't want to lose the customer. Didn't I say that? See, y'all I'm telling y'all, peace in my garden. And going what I eat, speaking to the nigga, you're right. Just asking, they are charging for extra comments. That's peace in my garden. Fatima said there's nothing convenient about paying $7.99 to $9.99 for a 2-liter soda. Lord have mercy, just because your store is on the corner.
She said because the corner store charging it. Is that what she's saying?
I don't drink no more, but if I pay $7.99 for a soda, it better come with some Crown Royal. That's all I'm saying. I ain't paying no. Again, I better have. I ain't even got a cup in here this big. I better have a whole jug, like you know them orange jugs when you play football. I just be walking around one of them for $9, man. But all right, Zeta also, if you pay for the rental on your credit card, it is insured. Yeah, we talked about that. You have to make this is piece. You have to make sure your personal insurance cover rental insurance. We talked about that. Experience with Sassy said, not the chicken lip gloss, Rod crying laugh. Yeah, man, they ain't give me no now because I ate 2 piece. Boy, I'm running around here. I couldn't even go nowhere. I had to come home, man. I couldn't go nowhere. I just looked like I was smiling, gleaming. It was sunny, I was all gleaming and stuff. See, Rod taking a handful of all the condiments is the reason we have to pay more. MC, yeah, I guess I'm good. I can't even, I just said it now. Sugar Plum said just another time before public utility charge you the rest. They better have some good cameras because I go outside. I'll be hey Keisha, I thought you was doing that. Hey, maybe I'm gonna do that too. I need to give me some popcorn because this is getting good. Hey, while you was gone, Sugar Plum said they're gonna start charging you to use the bathroom. I'm just gonna go outside. They said it's free, but you could go.
Okay.
You didn't hear it here. Christmas sessions, Keisha, I refuse to pull up and wait in one of those spots. See,
I was sassy.
But you know what, though? I used to do that, but then you run the risk of somebody messing with your stuff, like your food. So I'm going to go and pull up in that spot, man. I ain't going to be that long, though. Because if I'm there long, I'm going to go inside asking what's going on. Now, we got this on our list.
That's one thing I don't do. I don't be arguing with nobody and they making my food because I feel like, you'll mess around and be sick the next day. I don't know. But I don't argue. I be so pleasant to them people. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I be like,
tell you what. I must make sure they get it right. If I get sick, whenever I get well, I'm going back. Going back, and I want to know who cooked on March 13th at 7 o'clock. Who was the cook? Because I'm going to get it. Y'all, we having fun right now, man. Don't y'all do half the stuff I'm telling y'all because y'all going to end up in trouble. Now, hey, we talked about this, kids. We ain't got to it yet, but we might as well bring it up. They're even charging 5 to 50 cents per clear plastic bag that you use to put your vegetables and fruit at the store.
That was one. That was on the list. Yes. They charging for bags, y'all. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? They charging us for bags. Like they don't a bag. Are you serious?
MC gonna blame me for this too, because when I go to Kroger, I might get 3 bags and have 3 items, but I don't want the frozen potatoes over here on my donuts. I just don't like that. They gonna have 2 different bags. But I went to California, man, in 2023, I believe. And I went into Ralph's, which is like a Kroger. Went in there and I didn't get a lot of, maybe 10 items. And I got up to the self-cat. No, not the self. I went to the self-checkout. And I noticed, I said, man, this charge shouldn't be this high. And then I called her later, and I had about 15 bags for 10 items. I said, hey, man, why is this so high? She said, oh, it's 10 cents a bag. I said, well, forget that, y'all. I took everything I had. I said, I'll be back. I'm going to go get a shopping cart. I poured everything in the shopping cart. Walked outside. My daughter was like, Dad, what is this? I said, man, they charging 10 cents a bag. I ain't paying for that. She was like, oh, my God, you're so cheap. I said, call it what you want. It didn't make sense to me. I know I embarrassed my daughter. I ain't care, man. Hey, you don't have that clip, huh? Because you switched things. That clip from
my earpiece.
That video.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I just asked.
Okay.
What y'all about to see is Rod doing it for the people. I risked my life to go check on the weather for some chocolate chip cookies, and today I risked my freedom. I went on a field trip. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let Keisha show you the rest.
Let's see if it's gonna play it.
Hey y'all, I'm in. Well, stop.
Oh, sorry, y'all. It was me.
That's all right.
It keep on. Hold on, I'm gonna get it together. Why does it keep doing that? Oh my goodness.
Well, we may come back because I can pull it up. It won't let you. It won't let you play it.
Hey y'all, I'm in Cornstarch. Here's the machine I'm gonna be doing. Y'all, man, I just want to show y'all. I told them I'm on an undercover operation, that I was a teacher at a class, so I'm on a field trip. That's what I told them. So if they ask y'all, I'm on a field trip. But here you can see it says coins to cash. And look at this, man. 59 cents just to count the coins. I mean, whatever. 12.9% of the total value of coins counted. Tell me this ain't highway robbery, man. We are being legally robbed, and the classroom is bringing it to everybody. Then you got the little section you put your change in. Oh, we don't care about all that. 59-cent fee, flat fee plus 12.9%. We are being legally robbed. This is Rod, your roving teacher. Let me hit this again. Your roving teacher out on a field trip. Much love, y'all.
Y'all saw
All
it,
right.
man.
All right. So we got somebody that took the hall pass. We got Game Master in the building. Hey, Game Master, how are you doing?
Hey, what up, Rod? What's going on, Keisha?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
how
up?
you?
Where you at, man? You
Okay,
in?
it's broad daylight out there. What
Right?
time is it?
I'm in sunny California. Outside, I
Oh,
got my free T-Mobile hat that I was telling you guys about. So we'll see how long this T-Mobile lasts. I had to
Let me
find a
know.
spot
okay.
like this, trying to get like just the right reception.
Game master, you didn't get that hat for free. You're being robbed and don't know it, man. I'm glad you.
Right? Oh yeah, I ain't looked at the bill, the convenience fee, all the prices they're saying. Oh, it works that price when you're on auto pay. Otherwise, they charge you an extra $30. So yeah, that's another one for you. That's a $30 hat right
Dang,
there for auto pay.
$30.
So I have a question, man. $30 for auto pay.
Yep.
Golly.
So if you owe
So that
auto
you if you don't do auto pay, they charge you $30 extra. So you have to. They're gonna get their money.
man. So
Mm.
my question is, everything we've named so far, have you been a victim of circumstance?
I think I checked every single box. The airport,
Baby,
the
I know what
grocery
box you did.
bags, everything. I got hit with a $400 auto renewal because I pressed a cancel and it didn't cancel. It was one of these like business things I signed up for, and I've heard other people say they couldn't cancel it either. It's just like a bug. Oh man, but it's always a bug whenever it's renewal time. But let me not speak on that.
Mhm.
Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt a lot
Hold
when it
on.
renewed.
Game Master, I can name one that you didn't get charged for, and that's that pink tax.
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes if it's on sale,
I don't think you got what you were saying. I
it'll be
don't think
half
you.
off sometimes, eh? Nobody's looking. It's
Hey, I
okay.
don't think you paid for that one, dog. Just leave it alone. Don't even. Don't. You didn't pay for that one. You didn't pay for that one. You didn't get got. But now you're in California, and I lived in
Yes, sir.
California for 17 years, and they used to say, now this got to be the ultimate. The standard answer when I was in California, and I said, why is everything so high? And they said, you're paying for the weather.
Yeah, that's what it is. And we're getting all those extra fees and more. I think they start the fees here, test us, and then if we pay it or whatever, then they go everywhere else. We're paying the most in gas right now, even though we have refineries. Like literally, I'm in Torrance right now, and there's refinery here, and the gas here is more expensive than other places they shuttle it to. It doesn't make no sense. I don't know.
And the last time I was in California, Game Master, the weather wasn't even that nice. So what am I paying for now? The smog?
It's nice right now. It's nice today. It's nice
Wasn't
today. It's a
even
little,
pretty,
little,
man.
little warm, a little breezy.
So
It looks pretty.
you got any questions for Game Master? We're gonna let him say, you do now listening at this topic, honestly, man, has this made you think that you've been susceptible to everything we've almost named except the pink tax? Does it make you want to think, or does it make you feel some type of way? Or
It makes me feel a lot of ways, man. I'm just trying to be cheap now. I'm trying to cancel everything. I actually read the terms and conditions. I'm one of those dudes now. I'm like, "Nim, nim, 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 nim." I'm gonna check everything. I'm gonna cancel. Like, I don't know who it was that put in the chat. I'm gonna do it for like one day and then cancel. Otherwise, I'll forget. That's it. It's like right off the bat, some TV show, bam, I'm out. That's it. Or whatever movie I wanted to watch. I just want to say right now, gas is $6 a gallon here. I just feel like the need to say that. That's robbery. So whenever I see the
Yes.
news, like, oh, national average is $4.30 or $5, I'm like, no, no, no. We're talking $6. We're talking $6 for the cheap gas.
No, that's ridiculous.
So we got some
Eh,
questions over here. I got to jump over here, and some people came in. But
okay.
so what are people doing in California, man? Because that's a lot. I mean, you got a 15-gallon
Well,
tank, $6. That's $90 to fill up.
We're struggling. That's what we're doing. I'd hate to say it otherwise, but and all of our insurance is going up. Like everything's going up. Residential, commercial, everything's going up. People are just struggling. I mean, there's no way around it. That's it.
that's
Well,
You
yeah,
try to look
there's
interesting.
for
a way
deals where you
around it.
can.
There's a way around and move.
That's what everybody says, and that's
Yeah,
what a lot of people are doing. Or
yeah, they
you're
can't
hunting.
mistake
Like for
it.
me,
I mean, that's just my thing. But I see. I got to jump into these comments real quick, Keisha.
Okay.
Sugar Puff say even Amazon is using its AI feature when you go online to make a return. Keisha got something talking about some returns in a minute. It's not as straightforward, quick, and as easy before. And then Fatima said, yeah, bags here in Northern California, 10 cents. However, the bags are so not worth it. Yeah, they ain't even good bags, man. You can't even use it. Well, you can. I didn't ask, could I bring them back and reuse them again? MC said I was going to join, but I can't click on the link from my phone. I don't know what
Oh,
game it's on his phone, but maybe it's your carrier, your settings. Justin says,
yeah.
hello, what's going on, man?
Right.
Renaissance Grandma, how you doing? Welcome in. She got a question of all questions.
Oh, okay.
Speaking
What
of,
she say?
it's simple too, it's short. Speaking of convenience fee, convenience for who? Just saying.
bam,
Mm,
that part.
okay. I'd
Well,
rather be inconvenienced and save a little taste of money.
Renaissance Grandma, I got an answer for that.
Mm,
They make it seem like it's a convenience, and most time it's a temporary convenience. Like I temporarily get to watch free TV for a week, or I get a free cap from T-Mobile, and I'm all excited. Or they say buy one get one free. It's not a convenience because the result in big business is they're going to recapture, they're going to recoup that money. It's just not going to be today because think of y'all. It's a lot of people from the garden community. Think of this: when you go fishing, and I ain't even a fisherman, but I think I got this right. They just reeling you in. You know, you throw that little thing out there and then you move it a little bit and then you throw it back on, whatever they be doing. I just watch it on TV. I don't know how to really do it. They reeling us
you
in.
talking
And
about?
when they got you on that hook, it's hard to get off, man.
So let me ask you about the gas. Now, have y'all ever pulled up at the gas and they say cash versus credit? Like for cash, I think it's like what is it, 3 cents cheaper, but then for like credit, you have to pay. Oh no, no, no.
It's like 10 cents cheaper. It's way more than that
Oh,
around here. And some stations is
oh,
15 cents cheaper too. There's like only
I
one
like y'all
station I
station.
know of in the area that's the same price for cash and credit. It's rare down here in Southern California. And the prices are big
Oh,
time. And then even the difference from the different like premium, unleaded, and all that, even those jump. They
uh-huh.
could be instead of just being 5 cents, 10 cents. Most of them are 20 cents gap. So you're talking like 60 cents more if you got to do premium.
Piggybacking on what you and Keisha just said. So when you say 10 cent and 3 cents, is that per gallon?
Yep,
So
that's per gallon. Yep.
if you pay cash, it's 10 cents cheaper per gallon.
Yep. Exactly. And that's what a lot of people do, but most people don't carry
Wow.
cash. And you're just like, and you just bring your card with you and be like, whatever, I'm getting points and miles. But your points and miles aren't going to beat that 10 cents though.
When I left
Right.
California in '08, Keisha and Game Master, it was 35 cent, a flat fee if you use a debit or credit card. If you pay, it was just a 35-cent flat fee. You may remember those days.
Yeah,
So
AM, PM probably, or some other one.
yeah, AM, PM, it was like that. And I'll be honest, I paid it. I didn't carry cash, Keisha. I paid it. So
Yep, I pay it too because I don't keep a whole lot of cash on me either. So, mhm.
Yep.
Sugar
But
Plum.
I got electric car, so I ain't paying it right now.
Oh man, hey,
Oh,
let's switch. Let's switch. You get my car, I get your car. Let's switch.
Game Master, man. I got this. I don't have a crystal ball, but I got this vision. Another journey we're about to go on.
Oh,
What's that?
Everybody's going to switch to electric cars. And we think this
I know.
gas is expensive. Is anybody looked at their electric bill lately? 17 kilowatts per hour is what I pay. I remember I used to pay 7 or 8 kilowatts per hour. Yo, this electric car, man, it's a
You better
set.
get some.
All I'm saying is there's, and yes, it could help with emissions and the global warming, but we're going to move from one thing that's becoming so expensive, and we think it's going to be better, and it's going to be even more expensive. Mark my words. Say you heard it first here in the classroom. I'm telling you.
No, you're right. That's facts. And in California, where I'm at, they add on money to your registration fee because you're not paying for gas and they know it. So your registration is like
What?
7 times higher. Yeah, I'm paying
Oh,
$750
they
to
are going.
register this vehicle.
That's crazy. They gonna find some way. Some way. When you
Yep.
find a way where you like, okay, I'm beating the system. They gonna find a way to, really back around and let you know that you ain't beating nothing. How you gonna charge me extra for registration just because I went out and got an electric car?
A Sugar
That's
Plum got a
crazy.
good point. It's messed up because many people don't set up auto pay because their money is funny and they don't want to overdraft. Either way, they're
Mhm.
getting
Yep.
consistently screwed.
Right.
I'm only reading the comment, ladies and gentlemen. MC says
She's correct.
$8 a gallon in downtown LA.
How
Well, that's
much?
downtown, $8 a gallon. But see, now he's in Torrance, which is what, about 40 minutes from downtown LA, 35, 40 minutes, something like that.
If there ain't no traffic, you're talking like an hour plus, hour 30,
So
especially
in
right now.
downtown LA, it's $2 higher per gallon. Going back to that downtown thing you talked about, Keisha.
Hmm. Well, what do y'all think about rent increases? Because they also each year they charge you more for rent. But my thing is you ain't fixed nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I used to rent, which was years ago. But like when I was renting, they didn't fix nothing. I end up fixing it all. They would take so long that by the time they did come to fix anything, I had already fixed it. So they don't fix anything. They haven't upgraded anything. Like you act like you just put marble or something in there. Y'all still got potholes in the darn parking lot that you ain't fixed. And you got an automatic gate, but the gate stay open. Why the gate always broke? What are you charging me extra for? I should be getting money back because I'm not getting all the amenities that I'm paying for.
I went to my leasing office yesterday and I asked, I said, it's nice. It was like 84 degrees. Do y'all know my pool was closed? And I went in and I said, I got a couple questions. Why is the pool closed? And I'm paying for it every month. Y'all aren't giving me a discount. You're not giving me any money back. I can't even use one of the reasons that y'all say y'all are charging me so much money to live here. I can't even use it. And it's been
Hmm.
closed for like 2 or 3 months. I understand when it was 25 degrees, I wasn't going swimming. But they don't say there's a pool that you can only use 6 months out the year because, and then y'all want to hear the excuse they're waiting on an inspection. I'll go out there and inspect it. Look fine to me. Let everybody in. I mean, but it's a ripoff. Hey, Sugar Plum said we're stuck on this blue marble. I'm assuming that's California. Now, this is another one, y'all. This is the ultimate robbery, Keisha.
Okay.
MC said after the fires in California, home insurance went up.
Oh yeah. Mm-mm.
Yep.
That is the
And auto
biggest.
insurance.
First of all, you got auto insurance. Keisha talked about auto insurance earlier. If you got auto insurance, you need to take advantage of it and get everything you can with the rental car and everything.
Okay. You
Auto
paying for it.
insurance, we pay our bill every month on time. The moment you get in an accident and it ain't even your fault, they want to increase the insurance premium. Well, hell, what the heck I've been paying y'all all these years for?
That is so crazy. You are right. Literally, they charge you for somebody else popping your car. I'd be like, what? Like, I don't understand. What, I made them pop me? You went up on my insurance and I wasn't even at fault. Like, make it make sense. And it don't.
All right, you see,
But
what
that's why I
happened was it's not related to your accident, but accidents in your zip code have gone up. Ergo, therefore, we're raising your rates. That's how it works.
And not only that, if you live in a certain type of neighborhood that they deem not good, you got to pay higher insurance premium because of where you live. How far you? I can drive a block and be in an accident, but if I drive 12 miles, that means I'm definitely going to be in one. No, but how far do you drive to work? A half a mile, a half a mile. Because now I'm not telling nobody to go out there and not be honest, but man, we're getting so, as each year going, we're getting so nickel and dime to death. We're not getting nickel and dime anymore. We're getting five and dime,
quartered.
$5,
Mm-hmm.
$10. We're getting. Matter of fact,
you're right.
High ass blood pressure medicine I got up here, man.
They making your blood pressure go up. Yeah, well,
you got some
I don't know.
plums said the devil always come back to collect with interest, of course. The large print give it and the small print take it away. Everybody speaking. G Mama, what's up? G Rose in the house.
Hey, G Mama. So the next thing I want to talk about is tips. So the companies are no longer paying their employees, so everything is falling back on us, right? We're being tipped to death because they don't want to pay their employees. For instance, let me give you an example. If I go to a restaurant and it's me and another person and we done paid $100, but you paying your waitress $3, and then I'm supposed to pay the $100 that for my meal, and on top of I have to tip her, which is paying the wage that you're supposed to be paying them in the first place. I don't mind tipping, but tipping has gotten out of control. They want tips for everything. They got vending machines that take tips now. Like, make it make sense, y'all. Why am I paying a vending machine a tip? What did you do? What did you do? Where's the human interaction that I'm paying for? Because that's crazy.
It better be a trick involved.
Thank you for your service.
My tips better do a flip, which they will do a flip. But going back to that tip, for everybody in the comments, those you don't know, I was in the military for 20 years. I retired from the Navy. E8. You can only go to E9. And one of the things is accountability. And I will tell a waiter or waitress, especially a young person that's kind of entering the workforce, I'll tell them, I don't do it as much now, but I used to tell them, I'm going to tell you right from the gate, your tip is going to depend on your service. For not anything, but as my service diminish, matter of fact, can you bring me the pen you're going to have me sign this receipt for right now? Because I'm going to be deducting every time. And you will be amazed. They know that there's accountability. This man, and I'll tell them, I'm going to tip you well. Right now, starting right now, you're controlling your tip. I'm not tipping you because what did you do? What did you,
well, I'm one of those tippers just because. I be like, no, they think, you know what I'm saying? I tip even when the service is bad, y'all. You may not get what you were supposed to get, but I do leave the tip.
I don't know this woman. I don't know her. Lord, no. Hey man, if you want to do that, it's your money. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do, but it's so bad. Tips are now expected. To me, if I go out to dinner, Keisha, and this is probably why you tipping just because. Now, instead of enjoying, say, a date or a nice dinner by myself, I'm stressed about the tip. First of all, they got me calculating this percentage and all that. I got to make sure I order something less than what I wanted so I have enough for the tip. I'm cheating myself right there. And then we don't even talk about that automatic gratuity. They done charge me 18-20%. I don't even know what kind of service I'm getting. I tell you what's going to be automatic. Me getting up and going somewhere that ain't automatic. Unless I'm on a date. If I'm on a date, we go stay.
Well, let me tell y'all, I told this story before, but I went on a cruise. Do you know that those people, so I'm gonna tell you the whole story. I'm trying to make it real fast. We went out to eat on the cruise to one of those restaurants that are free. So I was the only one that swiped my card. So the next day, my aunt sees that the phone light is lit up. And so she hits the button for the message. And it says that I need to come down, stairs and settle the bill. And I was like, I know darn well they didn't charge me for everybody meal because I was the only one who swiped my card. I asked that lady, I said, I'm the only one swiping the card. Oh, we only need one card. So I was like, okay. So we all go down there, looking crazy. And so when the guy pulled it up, he said, "Oh, it's not for the dinner that you had last night. It's for what was it? Like basically tips for the people that are cooking and the people that are cleaning your room." Okay, I don't like people spraying nothing on me. Like, don't spray nothing on me because you don't know my budget. That you charging me, I stayed on that cruise. They charge you $20 a day. I was on that cruise for 7 days. That's $140. Then my daughter was in the room with me. They charged me $140 for her as well. So what's that? 280? That's an excursion. Like that's one less excursion that I would have been able to go on if I had a set budget for this trip. So I don't like for people to spring stuff on me. And then like I just don't like the whole thing peed me off. And I looked it up and I said, well, I wonder if, because my daughter is 21, I wonder if she wasn't an adult, do I still have to pay for her? I looked it up. If you are 3 and above, you have to pay that $20 a day. So if if you are on that cruise line and it is not Carnival, because Carnival automatically puts the gratuity in there, and I still tip the person that cleans the room regardless. But I had never cruised with these people before, and I just didn't like the fact that they just sprung that 140 on me. And I had to pay for my daughter's, oh no, I actually took my daughter's off because she said, well, after I just really cut up, she said that I could waive the fee. And I said, well, I'm definitely not paying for my daughter like 280. Well, like I'm paying for your workers. They're not even paying their workers no more. They're relying on us to pay for it. I paid for the cruise. Now you want me to pay for the workers on top of paying for the cruise? Like, I don't like that. That don't make sense to me. I'm done venting.
Well, let me vent for you. I'm going to pick up where you left off. And y'all, we don't script this. Man, I got chills over here. I'm getting upset over here, y'all. But so you mean to tell me the cruise is already thousands, and then they talking about me, not me, but you, because I ain't going to do it. Well, you, another 280, that's almost another cruise for another person.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. That's what a cruise here in SoCal. So you got to pay for the people that they employed. I ain't got nothing to do with who y'all hired. That don't make sense. But then I heard you say something. That's what gave me chills. And y'all, I'm glad. I hope this chair will hold up. I ain't pay but $99 for it. But check it out. A 3-year-old, they're charging a 3-year-old. I ain't never in my life, in 56 years of living, I've never in my life seen a 3-year-old reach in his or her pocket at a table and pay a tip. Hey, I want to tip the waiter. Why are they doing it automatically? Why? Mm-hmm. And I'm not asking Keisha. I'm not asking nobody. Man, I might go get in my car and go get some of that high gas that they charging 35 cents a gallon or whatever y'all just said and go. I might just ride around town tomorrow and do some more field trips.
Oh, Lord.
Like this, y'all. Yeah, go ahead and tell me why y'all doing this again. Man, I mean, yo, sometimes, man, if y'all ever heard the saying, really, Game Master, obviously Keisha's been through it, I've been through it, we're doing the show. Game Master came up and said pretty much all of them except the one that Keisha mentioned. But sometimes we have to laugh to keep from crying. Not literally crying, but what do we do in this situation where we feel like we don't have any control? I mean, I only got one answer, and that's all my years of living. You can boycott something, but people ain't doing that no more. They made everything so easy. Who's going to boycott? You can't boycott food. You can't boycott water. And you need a roof over your head. But it's a lot of this stuff that if we stop doing, and as a collective, Rod can't do it, Keisha can't do it, Game Master, everybody, if it's just us, but if it's a larger number of people that say, we're not paying that anymore. They'd rather lose a little bit of money than all the money. Just saying. Sorry, Keisha, I'm venting right now, man. I got coffee, water, about to drink some of this olive oil and nettle. I got some, man. I don't know what to do over here. I'm confused. Game Master, man. Hey, can you drop that hall pass again, Keisha? Or we what how
Okay.
long we here?
You can.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not the easiest thing, it's not the smartest thing, but most people are cutting back on medical services too. Like I got some stuff,
Yeah, we
I'm
was.
not gonna put my business out there, but I can't afford it right now. I just can't do it, you know? So it is what it is. And yeah, even trying to get some time off and stuff at work, it's bad out here, man. That's it. You just cut back on where you can and even when you shouldn't, you know? That's what I'm doing right now.
Right. We just got finished talking about that, Game Master. I was talking about like the medicine is so ridiculously high that people can't even afford. These are life threatening medicines. If you do not take these medicines, you could perish. And they charge like a ridiculous number. I mean, who can afford $800 a month for some eloquence? That's crazy.
But like when I had the blood clots, they have you so scared you don't care what the other was called. Man, they had me in the hospital. I'm like Game Master. I'm gonna tell some of my business, not all of it, but this is what I was told by the medical staff. And they made it sound like a horror movie. It was really. If you move, you could no longer be here. Y'all translate to how you want to translate. So I'm laying in a hospital bed, stiff as a board, and I ain't moving. And then when I got out, if you shave and you get a nick, you could bleed. If you do this, so now you're in a mindset, and it's true. I gotta have this, so I'm gonna pay whatever so I can survive. But it's not as bad as they make it sound. Man, I'm running around here like Grizz Adams. I'm scared to shave. Even
Okay.
right
I would
now,
have been looking like Santa.
I won't walk near no scissors, no anything that's sharp. I don't care, ink, pens, pencils, because I'm still traumatized from what I was told.
You thought you was Final Destination? Don't go around these
I was in
boxes.
Final Destination in my mind. If y'all, they was like, "Hey, you like you're in the same spot?" I am. I ain't even closed my eyes. you know, it's a lot of people. I want to thank everybody for coming in here and tapping into the classroom. We do have a special guest up here, Raz, the Game Master. It's your boy Rod. It's your girl Keisha in the crib, or as she like to say, in the building.
In a building. And I
Now,
see Bill is in the building. Evolving Lady is in the building. Did you call out everybody in the building?
I would like to, man. I don't
Okay.
know what flummer. Well, I was just gonna speak to everybody, then I'm gonna come back. So if you got comments in here, man, so many of them, y'all. And there's so much to talk about this. Evolving Lady, what's going on? Sugar Plum got a couple comments. Kenneth, I typed spoke to you. What's
Hey,
going on?
Chris.
Chris in the house. Nichols Journey is extra. Man, there's so many people in here.
Desmond in the building.
We might just need to read comments. We got on the go with YOLO. We got Bill Warmstrong Adventures in
Y'all
the East.
know in the building.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, the fees out there, and I think I'm gonna put something in your mind, man. I made a decent amount of money in the industry I was in, but I started prepping myself for retirement because I knew the retirement wouldn't equal what I was going to make. What I was making now wasn't going to be the same as retirement. And I'm not getting into investing in any of that. But I started scaling back probably 7, 8 years ago. And a lot of people go into a life shock when you're used to getting all this stuff and you're not thinking about convenience. You're not worried about X amount of dollars because you're making a decent amount of money. But when you get put on a fixed income, like so many of our elderly brothers and sisters are, and when I say brothers and sisters, I'm not talking about skin color, I'm talking about people. Elderly people are put on a fixed income and listen to everything we name. Okay, they can't even, it used to be a matinee when they were younger, and now that they're 80, they can't go to the movie without paying $25 for some M&Ms and soda and popcorn. If they go to the grocery
And that's
store,
the sale price.
Okay, don't have no kids and they want to go to the movies.
I ain't
So
gonna
you
say,
got to take out a loan.
that, but the sale price is at Dollar General. That's all I'm saying. But
Rod's pockets be all wide when he gets in there.
oh man, you don't know.
Don't check me.
I'll go in there eating some M&Ms.
They like, where you get them from?
Because you know what, man? If you think about it, half of the workers nowadays don't even care because they're being robbed too. They're not being paid their value.
Right.
I pay attention
You
to a
are.
lot of stuff, man. It's a lot. Let me go through. Let me see if I see anything. Hey, Fatima said rent increase, pay first month, application fee, deposit, credit check fee, and the banker. You have to make like 3 times the amount of the asking rent. Facts.
Yep.
I ain't going to admit, and we ain't got to get in there. Fire floods and creek, we did that there. Sugar Plum says some areas can't even get that.
You know, I was in a live recently, and one of the people brought up, they were saying that, you know, we need to Canada needs to merge with us. And I said, no, Canada got their free good insurance, you know. And somebody said in the comments said, well, you know, that's because some of them want to come over because, you know, they have to wait so long for their to get an appointment. And I was like, I thought about it after you had said something. I said, I went and got a dentist appointment. I told them that one of my fillings had came out, which means that if your filling comes out, then your teeth could possibly be rotting right in your mouth, you know. So do you know that appointment was a month and a half? They said that they couldn't see me for a month and a half. And I was like, that's crazy. Like a month and a half with my tooth exposed. And I had to wait. Literally, I'm like chewing on this side, trying to make sure there ain't no food getting down off in it. Like our appointments are just as bad. I mean, am I the only one who has that problem? Like y'all doctor's appointments, even like going to the regular doctor, it's like 30 days out. And I'm like, that's crazy.
You know,
I think you forgot to pay the convenience fee. That's why they got the 1 month convenience fee. They can see you.
Oh,
You
okay.
just got to pay that convenience fee.
Wow.
You know,
Okay, you about right.
I tried to, Keisha, you're right. I tried to make an appointment with my primary care physician at this place that gets free insurance. I'll leave it at that. It took me almost a year to see this dude. And then when I kept calling, nobody would answer. Then I finally got somebody and I went off on that person. So they told me to hold on. They were going to get their supervisor. And then they hung up on me on purpose. So now I'm 38 hot. So I get in my car. When I call back, finally gets somebody. They said, you need to talk to the patient advocate. I said, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to come ask for her. I drove to this place, 30 miles from my house, by 12, actually, 30 minutes. And I walked in, man, and it took every strength in my body to calm down. And I said, you know, realistically, going back to the elderly people, I am not necessarily that sick. I'm trying to prevent from getting sicker, but you mean to tell me it's a year wait for people that are sick to see their PCP or their primary care physician? Make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you end up going to the emergency or urgent care or something else just to get seen.
Hey, Sugar said about email accounts, Google's charging for extra storage. Justice said a lot of restaurants tip in the price nowadays. Yeah, a lot of times they'll put it as gratuity because they've already marked the food up, and then to mark it up an additional 18 to 20% is going to be kind of steep, but it does happen.
Or they'll have the gratuity included and add extra gratuity, thinking that you're only paying the one, but they're getting you double. I've seen that a lot around here.
Yeah.
You got another one, Keisha. Jags, what's up, man? Just asking, calm down and use your words. He said, just asking, calm down. Oh, okay. And
Rob's about to go Morse code on him. Beep, 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 beep.
No, I didn't know. Our freedoms are covertly and overtly taken away. Good point. Bob, a lady in the crib. Renaissance grandma said, when I travel, I don't allow anyone to clean my room. I bring my own cleaning supplies and my own linen. I go to the laundry room and wash my own personal linen. People say that's not a vacation. I'm good. And I got to agree. Now, it goes back to, are you willing to sacrifice for what, or pay or not pay a convenience? In Renaissance grandma's instance, it's not, she's good with doing all that. If it was right, I'm on vacation. I don't want to take half my house, and Renaissance grandma shouldn't have to do that. We have to, but she shouldn't have to. I mean, I don't want to get up. What country makes
just don't pack a black light and you're fine?
This is from Bill. I never understood this. What country makes healthcare? We already talked about an education big business.
This one. This one.
No, it's funny you said that. I was just watching this other video, and they said that if they try to change the healthcare and make it like it's Canada, 10% of our entire GDP is involved in our current healthcare system. We would lose 10% of our GDP if we changed it over, and that's why everybody's fighting it. That's crazy.
And GDP, that's gross domestic production or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I learned a
yeah,
little
gross
bit.
domestic. Yeah,
Yeah. See,
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how all the rest of the countries can do it, but we the only ones this case can't seem to get it right.
I got an answer for that. They choose to. It's a choice. They choose to do it. And I ain't gonna get into that on your channel or even my channel. They choose to. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Lisa J. starts
I'm not
getting
trying to get on no list, Rod. No.
yeah.
Oops, got to
Lisa
drop.
said, no, you're not the only one. Nothing is free. It's paid for with taxes. You know, if it's supposedly paid for with taxes, but why do taxes keep changing? I mean, I've never waited that long for a dentist appointment. They do have something called emergency appointments. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, in Texas, I can't speak for the rest of the country. These little these little urgent care places are popping up like Pop-Tarts because a lot of places, the ERs are overworked, understaffed, overpopulated. And then if you get past there, you still have to wait to get a room if you have to stay. So
Yeah, and when I used to get sick, I would go to go to the hospital because they had urgent care inside of the hospital. Because it was quicker than trying to wait for the doctor to set me an appointment. They gonna be a month out. I'm sick today, not next month. By the time next month go, all the symptoms gone, but they didn't got worse.
well, hey, your favorite couple in the house. What's up, fam? Say good evening, Keisha, Rod, Gabe. That's
Hey,
the chat. Listening in. All right. What's next, Keisha?
did we already talk about the restocking fees?
No, that's a good one. Yeah, that's another one about to send me into orbit.
Right. So
Stop
they
it.
okay.
No, go ahead. I'm just processing.
Oh, okay. They charge you a restocking fee. I know that I've ordered stuff and literally they have sent me the wrong thing and then wanted to charge me a restocking fee. And I'm like, nah, I can't wait not to pay it. Because who y'all think y'all talking to?
With this
Yeah, I
restocking,
don't charge no.
go
I don't
ahead,
charge
Gabe.
no restocking fee for my returns. If anybody buys any of like my Pokemon or Magic or whatever, I'm always
Hmm.
good. Like you said, it's because somebody sent you something wrong. That's just dirty, man. To charge them that, I don't charge them no return fees or nothing like that. That's just, I don't know. That's just disrespectful,
Well,
especially after sending you the wrong stuff.
let's say you
Yeah.
get the right stuff. What if you go to the store and you get the right stuff? You get what you thought was going to work. You thought it was going to work as described. You get home and it doesn't, and then it's not what you thought it was. You got the right thing, but it's not what you thought it was. And then they want to pay you to pay a fee. Is it going to get a different location? I mean, y'all putting it right back on the shelf that it came from. What is the restocking fee? What, somebody lifted it up, I'll put it up there myself.
Okay. I bought a DTF machine and had to send it back and they charged me a restocking fee. I didn't even I didn't even take the stuff out of the darn box and they charged me a restocking fee. I
Hmm.
And then you had to pay to ship it back. So I had to pay to ship it back, and then you gonna charge me. Now it'd be different if maybe you were charging me for the shipping. You say, "Hey, you got to pay for the shipping," but I don't understand the restocking fee.
You did pre-cut fruit.
Oh yeah. So they charge you. You're being charged more when they cut up the fruit and put it in these like little containers and whatnot. You are being charged more for their fruit than if you had just bought the fruit outright.
I mean, if I own a store,
Hmm.
and it's always been this perception that customers come first, If my customers wanted some cut up fruit, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna cut up all the fruit in the world, but I would cut up a certain amount. First come, first serve is free, and after that, we ain't cutting no more. I'm not charging these people to cut fruit. That's it. That's me. But I don't have a fruit business, so that's null and void. But that makes what you're saying makes all the sense in the world. But the fact that it's happening, and y'all, we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. Go ahead, Keisha.
Right. And another thing is, I know I ain't the only one that went and bought a bucket, right? Like, say you go to the hardware store and you need a bucket, they charge you separately for the lid. Like, why would I buy a bucket without a lid? That don't make sense. But they charge you for the darn lid to go on the bucket. Am I like the only one who's paid for the lid?
I ain't ever did that.
I think you're the only one that noticed it. I think everybody just grabbed it and paid it.
Oh no, yeah. No, they charge you for that lid.
Hey, Renaissance Grandma got a good point. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of excuse me, I never thought about this. She said cut fruit is convenient, but also very dirty and prone to contamination.
Mm.
Now, is that because the knife or the utensils are
Maybe.
dirty?
I don't know. Well, we don't even know if the person who cut the fruit up even put gloves on or was clean themselves. So she probably about right. It's better to probably get your own fruit, wash it off yourself, and cut it up.
Well, whether she about right or not, she just convinced me I ain't never get no more cut fruit because I ain't never thought about that. And how many of us realistically go home and wash the cut fruit off before we eat it? Do we do that? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend.
What you saying? How many of us go home and wash the cut? I mean, the fruit. Oh, the cut fruit. Oh, yeah.
The cut
No, we
fruit.
ain't doing it. No, I don't wash the cut fruit.
I'm gonna go.
But
She already beat me to the punch. She said, "No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I get some cut fruit, I ain't gonna wash it. I'm assuming the wrong thing. I'm assuming they wash it off, and they probably 90% chance they didn't. We might eat it in our car. We want a snack right now. Ain't no water hose in my car. Ain't no spigot in my car. I mean, listeria. Renaissance Grandma says it's always on the recall list for listeria. Well, I ain't got to worry about that because I ain't eating no more.
Yep. Same thing with all those salads. They're triple wash. They'll be like triple wash, double washed, and yet you'll still get the listeria or E. coli or whatever.
Interesting.
I'm looking here to make sure that I didn't miss anything and you didn't miss anything.
MC says, cut fruit goes to the factory to be cut. I didn't know they cut it in the factory. I'm thinking they cut it up in the place. You first start printing.
MC in Texas. I'm gonna have to ask her tomorrow. I'm gonna put that on my list on my field trip because I think at one place, I ain't gonna name them, they pride themselves on they cut the fruit and make this and make that and do this on location.
Interesting. Well, if she's saying they do it in the factory, that makes me not want it even more because, man, the machines, I don't know. No. It says, when I first started printing t-shirts, the company I use would charge an extra cent per print.
Was that for ink or the cost of the press or?
I'm trying to figure out, okay, but the charge should be the charge. So I don't like for you to tell me that you charging me an extra 1 cent. Like just charge me, just make that part of the cost because I'm gonna be looking sideways. I don't like extra costs.
So I got it now. What he said, 20 cents extra to the.
Oh, he said 20 cents extra.
He said,
oh, see, it's cut. Oh, it's cut off on my. There's a little symbol that's right there where it's okay. So I didn't see the 20. My bad.
So 20 cents to the owner of the business.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Another thing too, Keisha, if y'all notice everything we've said a lot of cents and 3%. These numbers seem small, and they are. You know, and we're not really worried about the whole country. We're really worried about most of the times us and our family.
Right.
But you take a 20 and 30 cent per item here, and a 20 and 30 cent per TV station there, and a 20, 30 cent over here, and then you go to the gas. This 20 and 30 adds up quickly. So, I mean, that's just something I'm thinking about as I listen to this.
Oh, well, YOLO probably good and gone. Well, I meant
Yeah,
to
she
tell her
left.
good night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard because there's so much information to jump in and read the comments, or because I would have interrupted everybody. Renaissance grandma said, I went to a work luncheon and everyone that ate the fruit salad was sick or hospitalized. Found out the person
Oh,
cutting the fruit had bacteria under his fingernails from bathing his dog. Lord have mercy. Now that's final. That is Lord.
Mm-mm. No. I don't even want no more Jello. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm like, I don't even want no more Jello. This is nasty.
But see, I quit eating. I quit eating at them work lunches and them potlucks anyway, because everybody want to say. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna really say this, and I'm not saying I condone it, but anytime you go to a work potluck, the first thing I've heard, I don't know if they have animals. Well, sometimes those animals might be cleaner than the people that's cooking the food.
you wish they
Sometimes,
cooked it.
yeah, you don't know, man. We up here worried about the wrong thing. I mean, sometimes I'm just saying that.
I don't even know what work does that anymore. Our work doesn't do that. We don't do potlucks. They don't do work sponsored food. Like that's rare nowadays.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot
It's
of
just you and
people
your friends, you and your homies bringing something in.
in the car business. They would cater on Saturdays and not have people bring it in, and I think it was because of liabilities. If you got one company serving the food, we know who to go after. But if you got 80, 20 people cooking different things, we don't know how this person got sick. So
Yeah, I remember the
we should,
car industry used to do that. They used to have like for Labor Day or whatever, they would have like something cheap, even just hot dogs and hamburgers. But a lot of them went away from that too. Even during the summers, none of them offer that anymore.
hey, Kish, you got about two more comments. I don't know if you got any more, but you're probably at your time of,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's get to the last two, and then I think
I
we're
can read
gonna
it if
call
you want.
it. Okay.
Sugar
Well,
Plum said, but everything has gotten so expensive that you can't even find a penny on the floor anymore.
you about right. I can't remember the last time I seen a penny on the ground.
Man, I remember sometimes going to the grocery store and the cashier holding my penny back, and I'm not a cheap
Oh,
person, but I work hard for my pennies. And if a penny
who
didn't
said
have
that?
any value, why are you holding on to it?
Right. Who
Sugar,
said that?
Sugar
You
plums.
right, man. I'm that type of person too, Sugar Plum. Cause like they don't need my extra penny. These people making millions. You're not gonna get my extra penny. Cause if you take a penny from everyone, you know what I'm saying. That stuff add up. No, give me my penny. But I bet you, if you was missing a penny, if you were a penny short, now they gonna make you go all the way in your car and search through that car for one whole penny. But you want to sit here and try to take my penny? Now run me my money.
And she right, Keisha. And usually the person that's saying it'll look at you like you are cheap if you want your penny. Or I've had people ask me, "Do you want your change? Did I give you? Yeah, I gave you some money. I want my money back that I'm deserved."
Hmm.
Don't look and think because I have this, that, or the third. You don't know what I may have paid $12 for this outfit I have on. It may look like 1,000, but I may have paid 12. Don't judge. Don't count my pockets. Just give me my money back. So, Myron says grandma bring up a great point. The luncheon was at a 5-star hotel. Potlucks are not allowed here, and a lot of times, y'all
Hmm.
will be in what appears to be, and it is a nice establishment. But sometimes we have everyday non-caring people working at these nice establishments. And I think that's where I'm not putting anything in Renaissance grandma's mouth, but it's just something to think about. I don't even want to, I think everybody get where I'm going with that. That I would rather lose a sale for one penny. Uh, I'm not a cheapskate that I would rather lose a sale for one penny. Or, I mean, it may be two comments, but
I think they're talking about somebody being a penny short. When Keisha was talking about being a penny short,
Oh,
I think they said they would
oh,
let it
they
slide.
rather.
But I'm still tripping on the
Oh,
penny on the floor. I can't remember the last time I've seen any cash laying around. You guys are right. It used to be pennies or whatever. There's nothing. I'm still tripping on that. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think when the last time I seen
I
one of
haven't
them.
seen one.
I wouldn't be surprised, and this may sound far fetched, but I wouldn't be surprised. Late at night, it'd be harder at night, but early in the morning, if some people aren't going up to these bigger places, your Walmarts, your bigger parking lots, and walking around, and just think they can invest. I don't know how cheap it is, but maybe you go to a pawn shop, get a metal detector, and just walk around and scan the parking lot. I mean, in case of that laugh. I'm saying, man, I wouldn't be surprised, Keisha. It's rough out here.
Yeah,
It's
it
rough.
is.
You
I
got a
think
lot of people living out of a Walmart, out of their cars, or not even out of the cars, just out of shopping carts. The Walmart near my work, there's people that are living out of shopping carts in the actual parking lot. You can see them all the time. They're in the same spot every time.
That's sad. Yeah. But you know what? I didn't know is I thought that homeless shelters were free. Do you know they charge them to go into homeless shelters?
Oh,
I
and
had
I
no
didn't know.
idea.
What?
Yeah, they charge them, at least in the Memphis they do. They charge them to go into homeless shelters. They have to pay. So this one guy, and I didn't think he was telling the truth, but I found out that he was. They charge you a daily fee for going into a homeless shelter. Now, granted it's $3, but if I'm completely broke, I ain't got the $3. So I would literally have to panhandle on the corner to get the $3 to go in there. And then sometimes, the beds are full. So even after you panhandle, there's a chance that you may not even get a bed. I
most of
never like.
go ahead, Keisha. I'm
Let me.
sorry.
I want to say this too. I used to work at a daycare, and the lady that worked there had two sons, and one of them was he wasn't quite one yet, but he still drank milk, and they didn't allow her to feed her baby at night. They said that is no liquids allowed in the rooms, and I was like, all these people with babies, they're not allowed to feed their baby because like you can't tell a baby they not hungry. So I don't know. It was
So
just a lot of crazy
so
stuff.
so ho. I only been in one place where I saw homeless people that were employed.
Hmm.
That was in San Francisco because of the cost of living. And
Hmm.
those people had jobs, they just couldn't afford anywhere to live. But how are you going to pay for a shelter and you don't have any income? You don't have a job. What are they now? You're almost forcing, and I'm just thinking big picture, you're forcing an individual to go rob somebody so they can have a roof over their head. I mean, am I missing something, Keisha?
Hmm. Let's say it.
And Justin say $10 a night, and I think he was in Mississippi. And because it's so rough, it's harder to donate to the homeless. And Renaissance Grandma said she had one more comment. Did they stop using pennies in your state? I think they are doing
I
that
heard that. I heard that they were going to stop using pennies. Like, why? What's going on with the
because it
pennies?
costs money to whatever they call mint them. And
Uh,
we, maybe not a couple people in this live stream, but most people treat pennies like they don't exist anyway. And then
mm,
they big business. Now you ain't gonna find nothing really that's when they get to 92 cents, if there's no penny, how you gonna pay for 92 cents if you got cash? You got to go to the next. Now it's instead of 9.92, it might be 9.95. You ain't got a nickel, now it's $10. They're making
oh
more.
no. Oh no. They just try. They test. I'm like him. They testing the water, see how much they get away with.
Y'all, and I'm telling y'all, and I don't sit up and study this stuff. I do have an
You been
investment.
around down.
Yeah, I've a lot of this stuff is from things that have happened to me. I'm not up here. I got a joke up there, teacher of the year. And if that was real, the reason I could be the teacher of the year, because I've been the student of the decade. I've experienced everything that I'm up here with the exception of the pink tax. And I'm sure I know someone that did that. Sugar Plum says some shelters you can't stay there during working hours. And some I think I may know why. And some shelters don't provide you with food, which is why sometimes families are begging for food, even though they're in shelters. Now, I'm not going to get into that part. That's kind of touchy about the food and paying food, but I will Now, I could see possibly the thought process behind you can't stay there during working hours because they're probably in the mindset you should be out during working hours looking for a job. Now, you have a facility where they could take a shower and clean up. But is there a part of that facility have suits and dresses and shoes and all of this so these people can even look presentable to go to an interview to get a job? No, we're just putting a roof over their head. When you're putting a roof over their head, you're sending them out there and saying they can't be here during working hours. Go look for a job. But who's going to hire you when you look like you're not hireable?
Yeah, that's true.
Jag said they're still using pennies in Georgia. Sugar Plum, y'all, this is the last call for comments. Last call for comments in the classroom, man. I think we've hit every point. I don't see a part two, but Keisha and I will sit back and see if it's a need for it. What also
there's so many more hustles we're missing. That's just the ones we can remember.
What also sad is people working at high-end restaurants that they will never be able to eat from due to their expensive prices. Yeah, there's been movies, and it's not just restaurants. You got maybe people that work in the airline industry. And that's a good one with the hotels. A lot of people aspire to stay in say, a Waldorf Astoria, or some people a Hilton or a Hyatt. And I don't see why. Well, I know why, but maybe have an employee of the month and give them a free room. At least in 12 months, you've given 12. How many times we go to a hotel, there's all kind of vacancies. Y'all, I ain't here trying to change the world. I'm just trying to sit up here and get people to realize what's going on, man. Because we could get everybody here right now. We still can't change half of what we discussed. So, all right. My Renaissance grandma said they're going to the next. Those cashier gear for their fear for their lives because they get called everything but a child of God. And she says, "Good live, everyone." And we're at the end of the comments. So, before we leave, Game Master, you got anything to say? And then we're gonna have probably take that back, dog. So go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say MC. No, I was gonna say MC said good discussion. She said she's getting ready for dinner on her cruise, so she is cruising. Thank you for watching while cruising.
No, she said she's gonna cruise. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on a cruise this week. Hold on, wait a minute.
It's blocking it. Yeah, it's blocking it. What you were saying.
Okay.
She's going to get dinner now, and the part that's blocked on your screen, it says she's going on a cruise this week.
Yeah.
Yes, blocked.
Can't see the end of Fatima's because it's blocked. Why would they put that there? That is so crazy. Can I move?
I know exactly what Fatima said. And who's going to hire you without an ID? And to have to get an ID, you have to have a place of residence. I feel for some people. Oh, well, MC said she's on a cruise. Oh, you're right. Even though you couldn't see it, you were right. She is on a cruise.
Okay. That's what's up, MC. Thank you for checking in on the cruise.
Keisha, we didn't even think about this. So you got to have an ID to get a job. You got to have an address, a permanent one. Because if you're only there for 3 days and they send you a congratulations, you've been hired letter, you'll never get it. And then if they don't send you a letter, how do they expect you to get it? Via email. Right. Who got a phone that's homeless?
Forget that. They don't even have a phone. So most of them, so yeah.
And you'll have to carry your social security card or birth certificate with you at all times.
Yeah, if they have one.
They're gonna want that.
Hey, I'm gonna close out with this one before Game Master drop down, and then we're gonna get ready to get out of here. I remember being in San Francisco. I forgot what year it was. I think 2019. So that's 7 years ago. And I saw this guy that he asked me, did I have any money to help him get some food? But he was sitting in a Starbucks on a laptop. I said, man, you must be out your mind to think I'm about to get you some food and you sitting in Starbucks on your laptop. And this man had tears in his eyes. He was dressed nice. But because he didn't have a place to live, because if you ever been in California, San Francisco is one of the highest places to live in the nation. He couldn't get a job, and he was hungry because he didn't have any money, but he had clothes on it. He was sitting in using their free Wi-Fi in Starbucks on his laptop looking for a job. And he said this was his daily routine. And the dude, he didn't have tears in his eyes as a stunt to give him some money. He was embarrassed to even say this. And then the emotions of what really is happening to him on a daily basis, a monthly basis, and a who knows how long basis, he had to explain that story. Why? Because I judged it without knowing the story.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Game Master, you got anything else, homie, before we get you out of here, man?
I don't know. Shy kind of called me out talking about when I'm going to do some more content. So I guess I got to actually finally get started. Like you said, like, oh, look for it soon. I think that's been like 5 years soon.
Yeah, man. You got to, I mean, just get in front of the camera and record, man. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are trying to supplement some of the stuff we talked about tonight. But people aren't waiting like they used to start a channel. People starting channels and they don't even know what they're going to do, but they're just trying to make some money, man. So hit me up offline, man. I'll give you some keys to get you going. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and get you out of here, man. I ain't going to do it all before I get hit up in here. I don't even know what that was, man. But that West Side, man. West Side for life, baby.
Oh. Bye, Game Master.
I think he's still there. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. Well, I like to first of all thank everybody who came out tonight. I really do appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all comments, y'all feedback. It was wonderful.
Y'all, I've said it all, man. I usually have closing statements. The only thing I'll say is if you see someone, I know we're all thinking about ourselves right now. We're all trying to stay afloat. But if you see someone that's possibly doing worse than you are, and you can do something to help, just all you can do is try. You're gonna have people to tell you, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. They're not really not hungry, or they're really trying to get drugs or whatever they may be doing, alcohol or whatever. It's not our thing. If we know, then maybe not contribute to a bad habit. But if we don't know this, just like I judged that man in San Francisco, and I walked away with tears in my eyes because I disgraced a person that was already trying to help themselves. And I went back 2 days in a row and I found this man and I gave him enough money to get his food for the rest of the time I was in San Francisco. I had to go back and make up for a mistake. Anyway, you got anything, Geisha, before we get out of here?
All right. Yes, I wanted to read this one last comment from Sugar Plum. You don't always have to be homeless to be hungry, and she is right. You do not. You could be spending your last dime on your rent, your utilities, and don't have enough money for food. So yeah, you do not have to be hungry to be homeless.
I would say definitely people, sometimes we have to put pride to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And we may want a steak, and at the time we may be able to get away with a sandwich.
Right.
And I'm not saying take the extra money and necessarily give to someone, but start preparing for the worst. So when you're at the worst, it's not as bad as it could be.
Right. All right. You guys, our next week of the classroom will be on Rod's channel at Point Blank Experience.
Yeah, it's going to be 7:05 p.m. Central Standard Time every Tuesday. Next week, we will be on the Point Blank Experience. It's going to be the same vibe, same love, same host, Rod and Keisha and Rod. And if y'all have suggestions for topics, please hit us up. You can hit me right now on @PointsBlank Experience, points with an S. Or when you're in here, just throw it in here and we'll jot it down. If it's enough to talk about, we'll talk about it. But next week, man, we're going to dig in again, get in the classroom, and let's learn together.
All right. Well, all right, you guys. See y'all later.
Blessings.
Hey, yeah, I got the feeling, we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job. I'm working till everything fall in place. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like oh yeah, beanie up Scotty, we going up crazy. Yeah, me and my posse. When it's time to get it, we body to body. Cause bodies get left when we leave the party. Don't get me started. Don't make me